Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I'm flat at the moment, have not taken any trades just yet. I did have a little a lag on my charts when I first got on. So I couldn't trade the first couple of minutes because I had to wait for the charts to like catch up, basically. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? I'll be right back. Let me get some water. All right, Oh, I hate drinking water on an empty stomach. Sometimes it makes me so nauseous. Anyway, how are you this morning, Amelia? Mm-mm-mm. You missed a trade with work? That's so terrible. Ugh. Work is supposed to understand that, hey, during this time, leave me alone. Leave me alone, okay? Oh my goodness. 274. Okay, so I'm only going to be trading my two Tradeify accounts today. And I'm mainly going to be taking trades with the trend for the most part. Unless a counter trend trade pops up that I'm pretty confident in. But we'll see. Good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? I don't know how you're gonna be my sugar baby. Where you gonna get the sugar from? Um, I got you. I got you. Now that works for you. Hold on. 52, 274. All right, so I'm trying something a little different today, which is why I'm not trading my PAs. I'm going back to like how I traded order flow when I first started. When I went back, I only did it for like I don't even know. It wasn't a lot of time before I switched it. I didn't give it enough time to collect enough data. So 52. I'm gonna see how this ends up working out. I didn't get through converting all of the first day of data that I like to do that gives me so many examples. So we're just gonna experiment today. Basically, I'm just comparing my entry bar to the last reversal bar only, and we'll see how I like that. I'm not all the way sure, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, there's the unfinished business. I didn't want us to go up and touch the high though. Now tell mama we all moving in. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Oh, gracious. If they don't take this damn top fans thing away, I don't even know how. Goodness gracious. Oh, that water hurt my stomach. I'm so thirsty. I've been walking lately. So, well, not lately. We just have 2 days in. But my legs feel so much better. And lately, my feet have been like extremely cold all the time, which my feet are always cold, but like not as bad as it's been lately. And I just felt like it had to have been a circulation issue. So, like 2 days ago, I walked for 14 minutes because I hadn't walked in a long time. We're not gonna talk about it. And then yesterday, I walked for 20 minutes. So I did 4 minutes. I do 3 speed always, but I did 4 minutes, 274, 52, 4 minutes on 3 incline, then 6, then 9, then back down to 6 and back down to 3. And I think I'm gonna like doing it that way better. Oh, no. I wanted to take the sell, but the point of control moved down. All right. I didn't want it to move down, but it did. And I was an imbalance when it did. Good morning, Trenches. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys this morning? Has anybody taken any trades? Anybody? Oh yeah, you guys now see my screen. So you probably, is that increasing my data lag? Oh, that's not good. I have to figure out why that happens because it doesn't happen often that it does stuff like that. Does it do it if I'm doing this too? No, only when I move it the other way. I don't like that. But anyway, yeah, you guys can see my screen now, which I actually probably should. I'm gonna switch that a little bit. I'm gonna, well, actually, while I'm waiting on the market to do what it's gonna do, let's do that and hold please. Um, That'll be good enough for now. Yeah, whatever. Okay. What's the crown? But I don't, child. Some kind of leaderboard that that, what do you call these people? YouTube implemented automatically. It was in beta for a minute because it was on Nutty's channel a while ago. So I guess they just rolled it out for everyone else now. I don't even know how to turn it off. It just is what it is. Short shorts and more shorts. Period, Janelle. So I slipped it a lot, but basically held 23.80. Let me see. 380 to 100. Yeah, we're just now really pushing through it. But yeah, so hopefully I have time to go through the rest of at least just that one data. But yeah, I've gone back to just comparing reversal bars. There was some context that was missing the first time I did it, and that's because I was just now getting into order flow in that particular way. And I don't really know what made me decide to look at all the bars in the swing. I probably just saw like, oh, there's you know, delta that's higher or volume that's higher in the swing than my reversal bar that I was comparing it to. So maybe that matters. But I really think comparing my reversal bar to the highest volume or the highest delta in the swing was actually screwing me up a little bit. So I'm gonna see. But for now, like I said, I'm just gonna trade my two evals for now. Probably until Monday because I've traded enough on the other accounts. So it's not like I'll get hit with an inactivity rule or anything. But we'll see what happens. And so far, like on my analysis sheet, if that particular result for that order flow or order flow and delta pattern would have been in a different place with the other way I was analyzing it. I like marked it so that I know like what things changed. And then we'll see. And then also I have a little, what the heck? I have a little accounts tab now so that I can see. Looks like this. So this is like on the bottom of my screen, well, by like the data box or whatever. And I'm doing this so that I can always see if I'm in a freaking trade. So I only have the unrealized P&L because what happened to me yesterday is not going to happen to me again. Okay, it's not. So we'll see what happens. Why would I turn it off? So that you wouldn't be number one anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Not you give to you. So. No, she ain't trading. She in here acting up. Did you take any? Oh, my voice. Did you take any silver or platinum trades today? Applejacks. So you can make your sugar mama happy. All right, so above this high, we do have a resistance level at 166.25. And then these small lines that you see here is like unfinished business from whenever it created. It never goes away. Like I only have 3 days of data loaded on my chart. So at some point in the last 3 days, price was up there and it doesn't go away until it's tested. We are in low impact news right now. The VIX was 17 this morning, and for it to be 17, it really wasn't moving very much today so far, to be honest. Overnight was meh. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. After the news this morning, oh yeah, there was high impact news, right? Yeah, it was. I need to I'm gonna delete this profile. Yes, now it just opens. Perfect. Oh, we have a slow grind day, that's why. Um, well, I don't really like the markets today. I'm not gonna lie. Good morning, T Money. How are you this morning? Good morning. How goes it? Janelle, you had any trades this morning? Janelle, Paul, T Money. C Money. All the monies. One, two. Mhm. $1,800 on each one. Okay. One trade in the eval 1,300. Nice, nice, nice. What are you doing at 50K? Market sucks. Are we at all-time highs right now? 23, 2, 2, 2. Oh no. All right, one more swing and then I'll look for something. There's a lot of imbalances in this bar right here. 50K Apex got you. The green took a buy at 84 for 35 points. Nice. 2,900 on gold, surprisingly. Surprisingly in London. Nice trades. Trying to get my confidence back after blowing that TPT and Peel Knox funded. I feel you. Doing it in a eval is the best way to do it. Get yourself back on track. Took some options trades this morning. So Janelle, you trade futures and options and just those, right? I know you have long-term investments too. There's not going to be enough delta in that bar for anything. Silver ain't do nothing for you today. You brought that eval back to life. Let's see. Uh-oh. 386. Market, please don't piss me off today. I don't have the patience. Not today of all days. I'm tired. I would like to not deal with bullshit. Trying to hit the $1 million goal. Nice. You're going to get there, especially with how disciplined you are. I'm not really interested in this sale. I'm looking for what's going to happen if we turn back up. But at the same time, it depends on how far back we pull back, because I would need to break even at a new high. Only time I don't have to break even at the new high is like if this bar was to create a new high and come down, I wouldn't have to. When it doesn't, I do need to. I'm not gonna like the reversal back up either. It's not gonna be enough delta in the bar. There's a zigzag. Oh my God, please market not today. It's the only good thing in your life right now. Girl, there's more good things in your life than Roblox. Girl, I just saw the story about that, about how her handler just mysteriously died while he's on this freaking tour. And they showed the video of him handling her. Like, they told him not to take her out of her box, and he did anyway. And he was using, like, I guess these like special gloves or something. I don't know, but you're insane, sir. Mm-mm. Insane. All right, there's the drop. What's the volume up there? 1.5. See how the data lag's going up just because I like moved my chart that way? That's not supposed to happen. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. It happens here and there. I wonder if maybe if I take off the but yeah, that is just crazy to me. He was like, yeah, I use these special gloves to move her, blah blah blah. Like, so you're crazy in real life. I don't like any of this. None of it. Yeah, Applejacks. He he's on tour with the Anna. Well, he was because he just died. He was on tour with the Annabelle doll, and I don't. The new case he put her in looks like, I think it kind of looked like the original case. I'm not. I can't be completely sure. Um, just know he moved her, and they told him not, and he died. Yeah, 3.8. In order for me to take a buy, I would need price to come down here and touch the VWAP, because we beat out this volume. There's 1.5K, but there's only 3.8 there. So this didn't beat out the sellers. And the only time I could take a trade like that is if the reversal bar touches a level of some sort. It's looking like a no trade day. What are we gonna do here? There's 1,000 volume in this candle. Looks like we're gonna reverse up. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. There's so much imbalance in that bar. Okay. This is so ass, man. I hate that the zigzag detached like that, because technically, whatever. I'm just gonna wait for the reversal down. Just very little follow through today, but I mean, I'm not in the trades and getting stopped out with them, so I guess I'll be happy. I don't know. But very annoying. Market's too high right now, though, yeah. Exactly, Apple Jacks. Why? That's always weird to me when it comes to any kind of stocks, like really anything, period. It's just how when things like regain popularity or something, or if everyone starts to talk about it, then people want to get in on it. But there's somebody in their life that's probably already been talking to them about it, and they just, blew it off and paid no attention. Especially when it retraces, there was your chance. Exactly. Exactly. I haven't checked on my own stocks in a while. Let's see. Where's my phone? Child. Market's ass. So let's go check on stocks. Oh, that one just never recovered. It's the only one I'm down in, though. This is what my gains are looking like. Is the market moving it? No. Right. So these are all the stocks that I hold right now. And you can see the 5.9 is the only company that I'm negative on. All of these I'm pretty sure I bought years ago when I was in Ian Dunlap's stock club before he, made the price super outrageous because his target audience changed from single moms to ball players. So yeah, all of my stock picks are from that. I'm pretty sure this was a stock split. Pretty sure. But yeah, that's what mine are looking like. All right, we finally have a push through. Thank goodness. Jesus Christ. 320. So 383. Oh, that's a 30-second chart. That's why it looks like that. Sorry, guys. I'm going to switch to the 1 minute chart. I didn't even realize it was on a 30-second. Yeah, I don't know why my charts are lagging like this. It's not supposed to do that. Oh, 1 second chart. Whoops, wrong thing. All right, there we go. That's the minute chart. Six. On time. Should I buy? Yeah, okay, buy that high grade. Yeah, great idea. Always buy on the fear factor. Yeah. And the market was moving on pure fear for so long after Trump's been in office. Now it's been at greed and extreme greed lately. Applejacks for real. Not sugar mama. Good morning. Don't save her. How are you this morning? Girl, la la la. No, I really do want to eventually start investing in stocks again. Once I start getting payouts and stuff, a certain percentage will go into my brokerage account. A small percentage for now. Um, but yeah, I also do still need to finish going through Wall Street Trapper's course that I got. But I know there's probably going to be a more advanced course that I'm going to have to buy as well. I just really want to kind of combine his expertise in like researching companies and stuff like that, combine that with basic price action to know when to get into trades, when to get into the stock buys. All right. We do have low impact news. Natural gas is coming at 9:30. Great, can't complain. Good, good. Paul. That's what I think of every time I see that name. 1, 2, 3. All right, as long as this isn't a 1 bar pullback, I can look into possibly taking a sale, but it looks like it's going to be a 1 bar pullback instead. Please don't. Oh my God. What a fucking hoot. Stop being annoying. This makes me feel like either my Renko size is too, I can't say it's too big. I don't think it's too big. At this point, I'm wondering if I should just stick with a 20 and not go down to a 16 tick chart. But then it's like, well, the market wasn't doing very much moving today anyway, for real. I don't know, but sitting here for an hour and not taking any trades is pretty annoying, and I'm not happy about it. And I'd rather be asleep. And I still have to figure out why I can't trade after 1 bar pullbacks as well, because that's not right. Oh gosh, she's watching. But yeah. Yeah, Wall Street Trapper Janelle. Trap is always yeah, I saw he's going technical analysis now. I'm actually hoping that because I saw the one video that he put out about that, but I haven't watched it yet. I haven't really watched any of his content. I did subscribe when you had brought up his channel a couple months ago. I subscribed, but I haven't watched any of his content yet. Content like that, it's like I'm not even ready to consume it unless I'm gonna do something with it, if that makes sense. But yeah, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. Warrior trading videos he made. Warrior trading. I don't even think I know who that is. Let me see. No, I don't watch his content. Um, I've tried to watch a couple of videos of his, and how do I put this? Sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger. And some people, I just can't stomach watching them because of um, the personality that they've created for the internet. Like some people, you could just tell like you're not like that in real life. And I can't watch you because of that. Like everything you're saying just goes in one ear and out the other because of this like fakeness about you. Applejacks, don't laugh at me. I have to think about my words before I say them. It's better than any research. What's TA? One of the guys I had to pay back a bunch of money. Yes, he did. He got sued. Was it by the feds? I'm not sure. I know, what is that guy's name? Uh, iMan Trading or Iman or whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure he's mentioned him in a video before. I don't know if he made a full-blown video about him, but he's made a video about him or like mentioned, not, I'm sorry, he's mentioned him in videos before and talked about how he had to pay like so much money back or whatever. My brain would explode. He yeah, it probably would. Yeah, I don't know his personality. I just can't get into it. Like you ever I'm not trying to sound like a pessimist because well, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. You know how you have some people that's just like always like happy go lucky. Like it's just a certain like it's just like motherfucker, nobody can be happy 100% of the time. Like be real. Yeah, I just don't like people like that. And the voice that he uses when he's in his videos, and I get it, like it's a marketing thing and it attracts people, but I don't like it. I just don't. Mhm. Yeah. So I would need like a different person to give me the same information he's trying to give me because I wouldn't my brain wouldn't process it. Probably the LeBron of this trading shit though, retail wise. Yeah, I've always heard like decent things about him. I forgot whose channel I was watching one day, but they were talking about how like I think they were in a course of his like years ago, and we're just saying like how he was legit and they learned, you know, quite a bit from him. But again, for me, sometimes it's not the message, it's just the messenger, and unfortunately, I'm like that. Do I like Tabitha Brown? Um, how do I put this? No, yes, to a certain extent. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think people should just be angry all the time and or anything like that, but Tabitha who the fuck goes to people's house at 9:30 in the morning? And why? You don't got nothing better to do on a Thursday morning. Anyway, um Tabitha is not she's not like that 24/7. Like she especially if you watch like her podcasts and things like that, like certain content that she puts out, especially like short form content, she will, you know, cuz a lot of her material she's trying to be inspirational or uplifting, you know? And so I understand why she has that persona sometimes, but you watch her podcast, she's not always like she doesn't talk in that voice all the time. So if she talked in that voice all the time, I would not like her. that's his real voice. It probably is. I just don't like it. It doesn't seem like, for me, it just doesn't seem genuine. And it's not necessarily his voice, it's like the act with the voice. And that could be his natural personality. I don't know, but I just don't. It's just weird. It's a no. No, I do like her. These divergences aren't loyal. You see, I have not taken a trade yet. Like, I don't like anything today at all. But to be fair, most of the reversals haven't had any kind of uh good follow through anyway. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? Late is better than never. You'll be here for 15 minutes with us. He sounds weird because he's trying to hide his accent. Oh, okay. Well, I would rather him just have an accent. Because whatever this is, me no like it. Let me see. There was a one bar pullback back here. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I can trade again now. Great. You're down $60. Hey, down $60 in this market is not that bad. And the crazy thing is, like, looking at a time-based chart, I mean, I guess it hasn't been the worst of the worst. I couldn't really start trading until here, though. So anything that happened here, my chart was still lagging. But it's just like a slow grind. The pullbacks are not really that deep, really. Like, most of the pullbacks were genuinely just one bar. Like, even look here, one bar pullback here, one bar pullback there, consolidation, one bar pullback, attempt here, that was a one bar, this is a one bar, that's pretty much a one bar. I mean, maybe two if you count the doji looking bar. But yeah, the market is just but today. I don't like it. I don't like it. 70, let's see. We talking about Trapper? No, I don't have a problem with Wall Street Trapper. I'm talking about Cameron Ross's voice. Why session messing around again? I bet you everything I'm looking for is gonna happen after I'm off the charts, and it won't even matter because I'm gonna be gone. Small account slowly growing. But your big account has like made up for what you've been losing on the small account, right? You may fiddle with silver today. Oh yeah. Wall Street Trapper, I have no qualms with him. Like, you could tell he is who he is. And yeah. No, not him. I could listen to him all day, every day. I don't have a problem with him. Not the country they shoot. They were shooting out in Jamaica? At the wait, on your excursions, not on the resort, right? Cause what? Yeah, I just don't like any of this shit. All right, I am clear to trade, but there's only 10 minutes left, and I don't. Well, these are evals, so whatever. If a trade pops up, I guess I'll take it. But the market is just so ass today. I don't like it. I just want my little scalpy scalps. That's all I'm looking for. It's not too much to ask for, man. But genuinely, just nothing. There was a couple of times where a reversal bar painted some decent number of ticks after, but it was on a like a buy on a negative delta, which I don't take. Or you have stuff like here where like this was a decent move, but I would have been stopped out here first. Up here one. How you became number two. Sand came in here, which is weird because you chatted way more than Sand. I don't know how this thing works. Oh, it's a Jamaican popular club. Y'all have the same XP. This thing is just dumb. Saying Applejacks wants you to stop chatting for a moment. Stop talking for just a moment. She's not happy right now. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just really not a fan at the moment. It's probably gonna be positive delta. Oh, remember we were talking about, I think I talked to you guys about it, how I seen on Twitter the video that popped up with the kids who were like 11, 14, and 15, or 11, 13, and 14, something like that. I feel like there was a 15-year-old in there. But anyway, they were riding. I feel like I should be in that trade, but I don't know. I don't know because uh oh, that didn't create a new high actually. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I'm gonna get into it. Just you mother what? Y'all, if that goes to the TP and this thing just gave me an error in trying to get into the trade. I actually thought that this double top created a new high, but it didn't. It was like 2 ticks from it. And yeah, I kind of wanted to be in that. I tried to get in, but I got the error of like the stop price, blah, 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 bullshit. That would have been a nice quick win. You fucking bastard. I was so patient. I was so patient. I was so patient. That would have been a TP and like I don't know, about 40 seconds. That just pissed me off. It did. Anyway, so about the kids. So yeah, they ran over a cyclist, a 63-year-old, I think he was a physicist or something. But yeah, I saw the footage on Twitter, but shortly after, like last night sometime, the actual like crime YouTube thingy show that I watch, they had it on there, and the lack of accountability from a parenting aspect with all of these kids' parents. One of the little boys, I don't even think his parents were around because they kept contacting the 11-year-old. They kept contacting his uncle. And his uncle, literally, when he goes into the interrogation room, the uncle didn't want to go to the police station. I feel like maybe he had warrants or some shit. But anyway, he kept telling the little boy, like, you did nothing wrong. You're coming home. Don't worry about it. And I'm just like, and the number of videos that they showed in that video of those kids doing reckless, I mean, like the most reckless shit ever, shooting guns, um, stealing cars, ramming the cars into businesses. Like they had one video of the 11-year-old taking like a cup of ice or something, a cup of some ice, and I think it had something to drink, it's some drink in there as well. And like in a restaurant, throws it over somebody's head and hits, or I think he attempted to hit the employee. I couldn't tell if he hit her or not. Um, I mean, just oh my God. when they subpoenaed their phone records, all the text messages about where he was stealing guns from, and just craziness. And some of the crimes that these kids were committing, 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, why the fuck do you not know where your children are? And then one of the little boys, he was actually, I think, like at the probation office or something like that. He was doing something with his mom, and they went and picked him up on the warrant. And his mom was like, "What? What did he do? Like, oh my, what? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what?" Like, girl, he's 15 and he's already been in juvie for a long time. And you're currently visiting, like, he has a check-in right now. So let's not act like we don't know that your kid be out here wilding the fuck out. All right? Like, just insane. Good morning, Poco. No trades today? Good morning, good morning. Did you ever get your account? I had text my contacts last week, I think Sunday, but he never texted me back. Just shows up Apple checks. What? Saying school, he could be no. You're crazy. Did you get better wind down viewing material? Video blacked out for you? Oh. You missed the story. Yeah, well, it was some kids, four teenagers. Well, one of them was an adolescent, 11-year-old, and three teenagers who were riding in a car late at night, saw somebody cycling. A 63-year-old man was cycling on the side, and they were like, "Just hit him, bro. Just hit him." So the dude like speeds up. Oh yeah, and the mom that was like, "What? What?" And no, he would. They show her the video. She's like, "Oh, that doesn't sound like him. He was the motherfucking driver." But anyway, so he speeds up to try to hit the cyclist, and the guy in the back, who when they went and interrogated him in the very beginning, he tried to act like he didn't even know what was going on. Baby, he was the 14, and they only found out he was the 14 in the video because when the video started surfacing on social media, because I think all of this stuff surfaced on social media about 9 months later. One of his teachers at his school recognized his voice and called the police and said, "Hey, he was in that car too." But anyway, yeah, one of the little boys, and so he speeds up to hit the cyclist, and one of the little boys in the back, the one who got caught later, was like, "Nah, bro, just hit him going like 15, 20. Hit him going 15 to 20 miles an hour." They hit him, they ran him over. His bike was mangled. He had on a helmet, but a chunk of his helmet was like somewhere else. His shoes were like far, like they hit him. Okay? And the man died. He didn't die on impact. When the police got there, and the ambulance and EMT got there, he was still breathing, but he wasn't alert. And I don't think he ever woke up. I don't think he ever like became alert and awake at any point in time. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, not yet. Still waiting. Okay, I'll reach out again today. You're done trading. No, it wasn't on accident. They did it for like, yeah. Actually, I'm finna. Oh, you know what? They don't show it on there. I'm gonna show y'all the video of no trades today, guys. I'm gonna show you guys the video that I watched. Because I don't think that I can. I think I saved it on Twitter, but y'all, I don't. I bookmark stuff, and I don't even know how to get to the bookmarks. Ain't that crazy? Oh, never mind. Um, let me see. I mean, just insane, stupid fucking kids. And I'm pretty sure they're all. Oh, I didn't save it as a bookmark. Maybe it was. I watched it on YouTube. Let me see. Um, and I believe they're all being tried as an adult because even the passengers, because none of them tried to like say, hey, don't do that. They were all encouraging him to hit that man who was minding his motherfucking business. 63-year-old man out there cycling, trying to get his, yeah. I can't. I feel like it was a short. Mm-mm. It wasn't that. Damn, where did I watch? Maybe I watched it on Facebook. Hold on, because I want y'all to see this crap. If I can't find it on Facebook, then I'll just show y'all. It couldn't have been that far back. I'll just have to show y'all the YouTube video where you can go watch all the like backstory and everything. But yeah, these kids were insane. And to see like some of the stuff that they have been doing in their little lives already, like setting cars on fire after they steal them. There was a car they were driving that was like on fire. Just ridiculous. This is the video right here. So it's on EWU body cam. Yeah. Just bump them, bruh. Just bump them, bruh. But yeah, they have like all these videos of what these kids were doing. And then the little boy, he's so damn dumb. First of all, you go and you steal a Ring camera with your face all in it. And talking about, yeah, we stole your Ring camera. I mean, they just did stupid stuff. This, I think, is the video of them still in the car, and they like still in the car and backing it into a building. I mean, just stupidity. I think this is what, no, that's not it. This is the 11-year-old, by the way, doing crap like this. When I tell y'all, I hope they never get out of jail. Never. I don't give a damn how young they are. Because just stupid. Shooting guns. Joyriding in cars that they stole. Ain't none of them got licenses. Ain't none of them 16. Look, they ran through the glass of that particular building and taking videos of it and texting about it. This is the craziest part with the 11-year-old. Every time he committed crimes and there was some kind of news article about it, because when they're minors, it'll say, a minor, an 11-year-old, whatever. Or if there was any kind of Facebook post about it, he saved all these different news articles about all the shit he was doing. Mhm. Or if you had somebody who posted on Facebook showing some of these kids and what they was doing on the, because they got the footage from Ring cameras and stuff, and they posted about it on Facebook. If it popped up in his timeline, he took a screenshot of it and saved it on his phone. Imagine turning y'all. Social media makes listen. They have no brains anymore. They have none of it. Okay? just nothing. And it always cracks me up with children and adults, how they think that deleting text messages and things like that mean anything. Baby, first of all, let me tell you something. Anybody who commits crimes in this day and age, with the amount of tech, like we live in an information age, right? There's so much information out here to tell you how the police can catch you with practically anything, right? The number of people who commit crimes and they have certain things where it's just like, bro, you like I can watch some of these shows and when they're showing certain things, I'm like, that's where you messed up. Just stupidity. It's just like when I was on jury duty and we had the guy who was committing crimes with a damn ankle monitor on and talking about he wasn't there. Sir, what? Are you well? You do know that that GPS tracks you. And I was watching one video. Ooh, which crime was this? I can't even remember. It was likely a murder. But the way that technology is now, like that lady showed on her screen when they finally got like the everything back from the subpoena of the cell phone company, like legit on a map, you can see in real time the person just moving on along. And as soon as it put him in the same exact place as the person that he killed, it was like, boom, there you go. I'm being responsible, but I was still oh, absolutely. It's the parents not being responsible. And like I get that, you know, a lot of people who are maybe a little less fortunate, maybe they're in single parent households, usually with the mom. You know, a lot of times the mom is having to work multiple jobs. She don't know what the hell her kid is doing. Um, but also, you knew your situation before you brought kids in the world. I just, yeah. Fell from a boy pocket in one of your middle school classes, and they quickly erase your reprimand on the system. No suspension, just one detention for having 30 rounds in his pocket? That's insane. And the lack of holding kids accountable is why we have so many adults who think that they can just do whatever whenever. And you like I am a firm believer that you don't have to whoop kid, like you don't got to do all that. I ain't get whoopings and I turned out perfectly fine, right? No. But yeah, I'm a firm believer that you don't have to go like to the extreme of beating your kids and you know shit like that, but baby, something has to happen because these kids are outrageous. Like when I was legit getting sick to my stomach watching that particular video. And I can watch a lot of crime shows, and not to say it doesn't bother me, but y'all have to remember for quite a bit of my nursing career, I worked with criminals. And up until like the last 2 years of me working there, I had no idea why any of them were there because I was a firm believer that, like, especially because of how young I was at the time, I didn't want to have certain prejudice or treat my patients differently because I knew what crimes they committed because some of them were pretty heinous, okay? Um, yeah. And also, I didn't want to work from a place of fear because I knew what they did to get there, you know, because they just like hound dogs. They can tell when you scared of them. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that case right there, I think it was just mainly from like a standpoint of seeing children who clearly have no, they don't have they don't have parents that would set them up for success to begin with. Like even the little boy who in the beginning claimed that he knew nothing about it. He just kind of heard about it, blah blah blah. But then they find out months later because of the teacher hearing his voice on the video that he was actually in the car. When they talked about that on the video, they said that the parents knew his involvement because obviously he told his parents, but they held it a secret for those 9 months or something because they were, get this, they were hoping that when he was ready to finally go to the police about it, that he could get some kind of immunity for telling on somebody else. What? Huh? What? Children have 504I usually covers a child from any discipline. And that's not good because let me tell you something. All right. And this is somebody who worked in psych for a long time. Intellectual disabilities do not equate to behavior issues. All right. In what I mean from a standpoint of just because somebody has a lower IQ, they can't, you give them 9 symbols and say which one don't belong. That does not mean that they don't understand their behaviors and things like that. I have known like children who have the childhood version of bipolar disorder who literally can tell, like when they go off on their tangents and they go on these like crazy spouts of having behavioral issues, they will literally tell you that they knew exactly what they were doing. You can tell when somebody like genuinely is out of control, like they have no control over what they are doing, whether they are a child or an adult. So it bothers me that in the school system, they don't hold these children accountable just because they have these, I won't even call it intellectual disabilities because a lot of them just aren't trying or they don't have the support at home to support their learning, you know, learning disabilities or whatever. Some of them don't even have real learning disabilities. They just don't have, the only place that they learn is at school. Do you know what I mean? But it's just not, it's just not good. Been through so much, learn so quick. Not Nightbot, didn't mean it. Hood raised. And the thing is, like, I've always been a very understanding person. Like, I understand that everybody didn't grow up with a silver spoon like I did and things like that, right? And I understand everybody didn't grow up in a two-parent household, and like I get all of that. That's why I said, like, even with these kids, I think only one of those kids had a dad that was around. Only one. Um, so, and there's a lot of research out there about single parent homes and things like that. And it's like when you're a child, everything is just so delicate. And a lot of kids turn to the streets because they don't have that. It's like they want that sense of family, they want that sense of belonging. And I just wish that kids could find that outside of that. Because the stuff that those kids were doing was just outrageous to me. It's all programming, truly. I agree. Lots of these moms abuse the system and actually encourage their children. Oh, I listen, saying I 100% agree. There's only been, I'm not going to lie to you. There's only been a few times where I watched any of those crime shows or whatever. I don't like calling them shows, but either way, those crime YouTubes where like there was one time where I was like, yo, this mom is pissed. I mean, she genuinely, like, you can tell that she has been working hard to support her kids and she don't take no shit. Like, I'm all for standing behind your child, your whoever, out of love, just standing behind them and trying to help them through things. But making the excuses for them, you're supposed to love your kid through whatever, but making excuses for them and trying to blame it on, like, nah. This particular lady, she was like, so if they look through your shit, they look through your phone, you saying you was at home? He like, yeah, Mom, why you ain't listening to me? Like, you don't never listen to me. She said, because you a fucking liar. I work 2 jobs to support you and your siblings, and all you do is lie anyway. All the time you tell me you at home, I know you ain't at home. So you gonna sit here and tell this police officer that you was at home, knowing you sneak out all the fucking time. And you had one group, it was so weird. On Facebook, you had all these people like, nah, she doing the police job for you. You supposed to stand behind your kids 10 toes down, da, 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 whatever, whatever. And then the same video on YouTube, the parents are like, nah, she did right. Like at the end of the day, like you could just tell she was fed the fuck up. She was over it. And I didn't blame her. Don't blame her at all. Mom's brought that belt out and was thorough with it. I didn't get whoopings. But I also didn't get into shit. Like I was the kid where I just listened. Like if my mom told me that wasn't a good idea, but I tell my grandma this all the time. I think that sometimes, and I'm not a parent yet, but I think that the old school way of because I said so has screwed up a lot of people. I grew up in a household where if I was told no, my parents explained why. Like why that's not a good idea, why I'm telling you you can't do that. And so for me, there was nothing in me that had like this desire to go try to figure out if what they were saying, like, oh, she told me no, but let me go see why, because they already told me why. You know what I mean? And I think that that helped to keep me out of a lot of trouble. Even when I got into college, I was kind of sheltered. Like I got to do things, but not for real. Like I didn't get to party and like stuff like that. But when I got into college, that wasn't even on my mind at all. Like I didn't care to do any of that stuff. I didn't care to drink. I didn't care to smoke. I didn't care to do any of that because my parents explained things to me. So I wasn't out here wilding out. I had no reason to. With a few people who did not join any mafias or gangs. And why is somebody telling her she's in the trade? So one stop, you ain't tell me either. You're banned. Yeah, one stop. I had no idea I was in that goddamn on trade because well, now we have fixed that problem. I have a little thingy that I'm keeping on the side of my chart with just the unrealized P&L so that I know when I'm in a chart because, baby, I would have closed that thing out. I had to bend down to $500 at one point, too, because I think when I looked from the entry, it went down 100 ticks and then went up 100 ticks. Yeah. Wait, why is this scrolling so far? Oh, there we go. Black Hispanic culture with threats of jail and prison time for disciplining your child. Yeah, but I also do believe that some people take discipline a little too far. Like I had saw this video on Facebook and I literally like I got sick to my stomach and I almost cried. There was a girl who came home and told her dad that she wanted to go. I think those kids were missing. Okay, yes. So the story was that this lady was out of the country or out of town. She was out of town, and her teenage son was still at home, and her older daughter, the daughter's baby daddy, and then I think they had maybe 2 kids or something like that, were all at the house still. And she had told her daughter on several occasions that she really wanted her daughter to move out because, well, she wanted the baby daddy to move out, and the daughter was just like, okay, well, we're a team here, we're a family, so if he go, I go kind of thing. And her son had recorded a video and sent it to her while she was out of town. She ended up like taking the next flight back home because he recorded a video. Now he was pretty far away from the door, y'all. Like he was far away. And you can hear the dad yelling at the little girl. She apparently wanted to go like outside with her friends or something or whatever. And he was upset because she cried because he said no. And she had to been like under 10 years old, y'all. Okay. And when I tell y'all, he was hitting this girl to where You could clearly hear it from that far away, and the door was closed, and you could hear it. I wanted to cry. Like, that is not discipline at all. You need to go to jail. You need to go to jail. Oh, it's because it's because Matthew's typing with a capital letter at the beginning of every word. Because I can't see any, I could only see like a couple of the messages. Some of the messages that you guys saw, I didn't see. It took it away from this side. Yeah, that is just insane. I'm talking about raising your voice in a moment. You can call CPS for raising your voice. Oh, geez. And even then, like, there, to a certain extent, like, if you are constantly raising, okay, first of all, let's take a step back. Studies show that some kids who grow up in environments where they're always being yelled at, like, you have people who genuinely just cannot control their emotions. You have parents who are clearly, it's almost like you're mad that the child is alive when nobody told you to get pregnant or get that girl pregnant. You have people who probably genuinely don't know any other kind of parenting because all they're doing is repeating what they saw, what they heard, what they experienced themselves. And sometimes, even when you have this notion of like, I don't want to repeat that cycle, like because you knew you didn't like the experience, you tend to still fall into the trap of repeating what you saw, right? Um, But to a certain extent, yelling all the time is a form of abuse. Like studies show like the psychological effects, the um the psychological effects that kids have when they are constantly being yelled at. We had to go through this class where we had to look at the research in regards to like children who grow up in environments where they're always in fight or flight mode, whether that's caused from being yelled at all the time, um, going through physical abuse, any kind of sexual abuse, and all of those things. And literally, when kids grow up in environments like that, their fight or flight system is always on, right? And when your fight or flight system is always on, you have certain hormones and certain changes in your body that happen specifically to your brain. Your cortisol levels are very high all the time, which affects your brain structure. It affects um, different signaling and firing off in the brain. And it causes a lot of issues, a lot of issues. And unfortunately, there's a huge group of people, whether they're adults now or still children, who have changes to their brain that they don't know is even there because of the environments that they grew up in, and they don't until like there's a certain thing that snaps or something like that, they would never even know or understand what's happening. And so yeah. Yeah. Took NQ how long to do what I wanted. I hate the damn index. Me too. Everything always happens when I'm not on the charts anymore. Hope abuse is not cool, but it's amazing and sad that always calling parents who are minorities. I don't even why yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunately that is one of the problems when you don't have representation, right? Because when you are working with children who don't look like you don't understand their environments, you don't understand how they grow up, you don't understand anything. And so to you, it is extreme. So I'm not really blaming them because to them certain things look extreme because they don't even understand that life. They don't understand any of that. They don't have the struggles. They don't have to deal with any of that, and so everything looks very extreme to them. Oh, I don't think you're anti. Baby, let me tell you something. Be with identify however you want to, but you also cannot be upset that everybody doesn't agree with things, and you can't be upset because people don't call you by what you want them to call you by because you are the minority, and science is science, and that's just that. So word the standard and truth. Something is going on. I don't know. Society. Just like how society views the standard of beauty as anything anti-minority for the most part. That's life. But that is why we need more representation. We need more Black teachers. We need more, not just Black minority teachers, doctors, every profession you could possibly think of. That's why it's so important. That is why. I'm gonna have to figure out why I'm getting these random lag spikes in my, I kind of feel like it's that indicator though. That new order flow indicator I got, I kind of have a feeling that it's that. So I'm probably actually going to take it off of, no, I can't. I need the volume profile from it. Damn. But yeah, my charts are still lagging. Like when at some point during this little spike up, there was like a 7 or 8 second lag, and that ain't supposed to happen. So I got to figure out what's up because I thought that closing that extra chart was going to help, but it's not. Let me see if I still lag doing this. Oh, that went away. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Yeah, you see how the data lag is going up? Oh, but it stopped going up. Okay, well, earlier it just would not stop going up. Oh, you're getting them too? Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, you guys. Sorry, no trades today. Like I said, most of the moves just were not that great today anyway, so I don't really think there was a way for me to capitalize off of it. However, like I said earlier, I am going to try to finish going through some more data to figure out if I do genuinely want to go back to how I was analyzing the market when I first started trading with Delta. Yeah, like y'all, I legit went through my cheat sheets because I save them on my computer and I obviously print them out because I use them to trade each day. But I was like, I need to figure out when I first started trading with the Delta because I feel like that's when I was comparing my entry bar to the previous reversal bar only, and I wasn't looking at anything else in between. And legit, when I looked, I literally only traded that way for like a week before I switched things up. And I don't really understand why I did that. So I went back into my physical journal and yeah, there was like no legit, there wasn't like a, like, oh, I'm having too many losses, or there was none of that. So I don't really, I think maybe just because once I put volume on my chart, that's the other thing. I initially started trading with just Delta. Once I put the volume chart on my chart, I traded that way for a week. And then that's when I switched how I was analyzing the market pre-entry. So I want to convert a little bit of the more recent data to see if I want to switch for good. I have a feeling that I will, but I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I'm not really sure. I don't know. You're up 251 on the big account. You need food. Matthew, if you're still here, come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, I can't change the caps thing because I have that so that people don't come in here all caps yelling. But I didn't know that it was so sensitive that you can't put a capital letter at the beginning of every word. I don't know. But yeah, Stan's buying lunch. Oh, there you go, Stan. I'm out of here before she tried to throw that on me. No. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Good commentary, good talk today. Thankfully, because the market was doing nothing. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:45 Central Standard Time. See you guys later. Bye.